A
Talk him
massive G up. Massive G up for attendance. I'll be 10 minutes late. That's so funny. Oh.
Oh. That's cool. I'm ready for a nappy nap.
I had a 4-hour nap today.
Oh, that would have been
It's
good.
good.
Wish I had a 4-hour nap.
Oh, Greg is sly coming into the channel. How are you?
Good, how he is.
Yeah, doing well.
I am acceptable.
All systems are functioning normally.
Oh, yeah.
Acceptable guidelines.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd never claim that.
I don't know. What is it? The check engine light's always just permanently on now.
On my car? Yeah, it has been for a fair while, yeah.
I meant on my body, but yeah.
Did you like my week's work, Gregors?
It's looking really good.
So that's the printer running 24/7 gets you that. since we talked.
That's fair. That is a lot, actually.
Probably 3 or 4 kilos of filament, I'd say.
You're a psycho.
I didn't realize until I picked the
So-
box up, and I'm like, that box feels kind of heavy.
Your storage is the next thing. You're gonna have to store
Yeah,
that somewhere.
I got 2 20-liter tubs today rather than my usual 10s.
Ugh.
Thought you were going to say I got two 20-foot containers.
So I've started. So that's the floors, the pools, and the raised caverns.
Yep.
So those 3, just one of each basically, and also the bridges. Now, have you ever used a heat gun to bend PLA, Gregors?
Nah, not a heat gun. I've used a hair dryer to.
Oh, well, same thing in principle.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Because I'm going to do that with those wooden style bridges, because that's what the dude says is he gets it and sort of like.
Why are you
so
so
they feel like
robotic?
me?
You are, yeah.
Great question.
Like, well, not like robotic, but like background noise as you speak.
Are you 3D printing, Elfie?
Yeah.
Are you in the 3D printer room?
No.
Oh. I swear I could hear a 3D printer last week.
Right. Noise suppression.
I don't know. You're coming through smooth as for me.
Okay.
Okay, so you're coming through the same. Can you come and have a listen? Ben?
Probably just disconnect and reconnect to Discord, but anyway.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Why can I hear you twice?
Jesus
Yeah,
fuck.
Who's done what?
Zoop, 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 zoop. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it only works when
they
Nos
turned
does
it
it.
off.
No, it was because it was when Nos did it, not me. No, it's because he was coming through Trish's mic, that's all. Greg, it's not a big mystery.
Bombs it out entirely.
YouTube link. Ooh.
Wait, what? Oh.
Yeah, Greg is. Mate.
Where's
There
the
we go.
YouTube link?
Can somebody talk again?
In the
Is
chat?
someone
Yeah.
messaging?
Yeah, it's in the DMs, Gregors.
Is this being recorded, is it?
Everything's
Ooh.
recorded. Gregors,
Can
you
somebody
should know
talk
that.
again?
2K24, Gregors.
I should know that.
Yeah, change your.
Suck it, Gregors. I got the first message in this
Just
time.
flick it and then flick it back.
Damn it. I was just thinking that as well. I was
There
like,
we go.
"Oh, I've got to post-"
It's your thing every week. I finally diddled you.
Yeah, someone finally paid attention to it.
Well, I usually don't watch the YouTube until like the week after. I see one comment on there or one message.
That's
Hey.
much better.
Oh, lovely, dear.
Yeah, it sounded like everybody was broadcasting on a toaster.
I would like a spot of toast.
I've been playing Mortal Kombat 1 at a free weekend.
I saw that. That's a real blast for the past there, hey?
Hey, no, it's the new one. But I
Oh.
guess it's gone back in time though. Like Raiden's not a god.
Uh-huh.
I'm really confused.
So it's Mortal Kombat 1, but it's actually Mortal Kombat like 19. I guess
Yeah.
maybe they looped around and came back to the beginning again. They ran out of numbers.
Yeah, Rocky 47.
So very tired. Alright, so we've got the tube up. We've got the character sheet up. Should be good. Alright. Now, Gregors, are you on live?
I was. It's knocked out.
Let's see if there's a way of stopping that. Can you stop YouTube from going off live when you go off the screen?
It's a browser problem.
Browser or user problem?
Browser, definitely browser problem.
Disable the auto pause feature. Are you watching on your phone or on a computer, Gregors?
On a computer.
Okay.
He's watching it on his LG fridge.
How to disable
I wish I was that modern.
auto pause on
Selfie's making me
YouTube.
want to watch it on my phone now.
How hard is it to just watch a fucking YouTube? Oh.
Well, that could be my second screen. I could have it on my phone. I could have the character sheet on my laptop.
Your priorities are a bit ass backwards, but alright, yeah, okay.
Yeah, totally.
Yep.
Yeah.
So glad I created this, visual fest for you.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Oh, it's a budget webcam that looks budget. So,
Well, how's my camera? My camera's just an iPhone camera.
yeah, which is probably better than the webcam that I'm currently using.
I'll take it.
But the important thing is, I actually got some stuff done, and I'm starting, so...
I thought you've had heaps of stuff done.
Yeah. Sporadic bits and pieces. I got shit everywhere. But I do need to get cranking again, actually. Because with you guys, I can't judge. Like, you might get...
No, you can't. Just throw in a combat if we're running ahead of time. That slows things down.
Yeah, it's... hard to gauge.
Okay, Gregors, install this.
Whoa. Install.
Okay, fine. Click on to enable this plugin, or whatever the lingo is.
Isn't there just a setting in YouTube?
Well, you find it then.
You were just reading it just before. All right, google.com. Actually, I should be asking ChatGPT,
YouTube
but anyway.
settings,
How to stop.
playback. I just did this search, Gregors, which is what took me to AutoTube. So you can replicate my steps, or you can click on the link I just sent you. I did your work
Yeah.
for you.
Okay. How to prevent YouTube live stream ending instantly if no data. I don't think that's the right one.
This is the one, Gregors. It's a
Did you
one
go to
button.
speedify.com?
No, that sounds like you're about to get a virus. So, how about you click on the thing that's in the Chrome Web Store instead that I linked?
Whoa, I'm not using Google Chrome. I'm using Edge.
Really?
Edge is
Really?
awesome. It's been awesome since it came out.
Perfect
Oh.
timing there, Rob.
Also, hey Rob,
G'day.
I'm not trying to find a plugin on Edge. You can, you can. That's probably why it's. That's you know what? That's probably why it's fucked. And I don't, because I'm like, I never have this issue. That's why. 'cause you
all
use
right,
Chrome.
let's do the scientific
Use
method.
Edge.
I'm gonna hop on Chrome.
Well, I've been jumping off and on that window constantly, and it's still
You've
at live.
talked this up. I will probably have to eat my words very soon.
I'm surprised you're still using Netscape Navigator.
Google isn't your default browser. Yes, I'm fine with that. Got it.
You understand? Edge is Chrome, just slightly worse.
Yeah.
Like it's the same engine.
Why do I
One,
have
two,
the feeling
three,
this is
four,
gonna
five,
work?
six.
I hope it's gonna.
I'm just
work.
gonna keep switching windows forever. Switch, 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 switch.
I'm gonna come up there and break into your storage unit and get that screen.
Seems to be going fine. I hate to admit it.
We hired two like bikies or something to break into his house and maliciously
could find
install a monitor.
I mean, I could definitely find a couple of lads that you could be convinced were bikies. Actually, I know. Wait a minute. I know a bikie up there.
That's a worry.
So just ask if he's got a friend to help him break into Greg's house, install a monitor, and then leave again. All right, are we actually functioning? Is everybody up and running? We have character sheets.
I guess I'll run my character in Chrome as well.
50% is all I can give you tonight, Nos.
Well, maybe you shouldn't drink so much, old man.
I know, that was last night though. Like, this is seriously 24 hours later.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hence why I added the old man to the end of it.
I know, right?
I'm really curious to see if you're going to be a sadistic DM or a nice DM, or possibly cold-hearted. Because, like, there's different ones, right? So, say Gregors. Gregors is remorseless. Just fucking remorseless when it
Are
comes
you
to the game
serious?
mechanics. Yeah, if
You haven't
if,
played.
if its rules is written, it don't matter what the
Keep
implications
going.
are. I am sadistic, but with a kind heart. Kind of like a loving
Fine
husband.
when it takes your fancy.
All right,
I think I'm happy with however it works. That's fine.
let's see. All right,
I would say
I'm pretty
Nos is
excited.
fair based on the last campaign.
Well, you know nothing. He could have changed. He's changed
This is-
jobs.
This is
You
true.
know, anything could happen.
He's changed the character sheet.
Yeah, no, that's
Is-
enough to make you hate the world.
Is that what's offended you the most there, Greg? It's good. Good.
No. But I got to show you some other character sheets I saw.
Excellent. That sounds good.
Alright.
Made
I'm
in
not
Google Sheets or
Nah. Something called
Edge
Forge.
sheets.
sorry, called what?
Forge, whatever that is.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's one like Foundry. the virtual tabletops. And yeah, that some of them look pretty wicked. Now, all right.
Anyway, back
Last
to your
week,
campaign.
HAL 9001 did request that I go over the items from session 0 again,
That's
just
probably
to
good.
refresh everybody the scenario that you're in. So the year is 2285. It's over 200 years since the Great War that ended the world. You are all citizens of the NCR, the New California Republic. During those 200 years, it has expanded to cover California, parts of Nevada, parts of Texas, and up into Oregon. Most of civilian life is returning close to what it was like pre-war. So all of you have grown up in the NCR. You've lived in relative safety. You've had housing, you've had food, you've had water alongside almost 1 million other people.
Privileged.
Yep. At age 18, each of you served in the NCR military for 1 year of mandatory service at minimum. Some of you may have served longer. Due to this service, you know how to follow instructions and get things done as a team. You can all operate basic weapons such as rifles, pistols, energy weapons, which we've all found where your proficiencies lie last time. You're all certified to use and maintain basic armor right through to mechanized power armor. Some of you may have been deployed on tours of either 2 wars in the Mojave Desert to hold New Vegas against the Legion, to the Oregon pacification, down to Baja, chasing ghosts. 2 weeks ago, President put out a call for all able-bodied citizens within a range of professions and skills to help settle the northern frontier. You will be bringing...
President Kimball.
Yes. So this is a year after the
New
end
Vegas.
of the New Vegas campaign.
Mhm.
So with
Nerds.
that secured, they started to expand their borders north to try to take Portland and civilize that area.
Mhm.
You will be bringing civilization. You'll be removing raider groups, any hostiles, any remnants of the Master's super mutant army that fled, any other types of mutants that might cross your path. Your posting will be for a term of 6 months, at which time you can choose to become a permanent resident and continue living in Portland, or you can return to the NCR back home having fulfilled your duty. You have all answered that call, and you're now sitting on a truck in a military convoy loaded with soldiers and supplies heading north to your new home in Portland near the Columbia River. And at this point, you are then all on the trucks, hearing them strain as they start to head to an uphill section. You approach the final corner. One of the soldiers that's in with you peeks out from beneath the canvas on the back and says, "Looks like we're here. Get ready. We'll be dropping off everyone we can, and then the trucks will be moving on to the next settlements." And you are greeted by your new home for the next 6 months. So this is the ruins of an industrial estate. So a lot of this area are either burnt down, either during the war or after. There is not much left except for this large warehouse that you see ahead of you. Some NCR scouts had come through the area, had found this to be a suitable location to get started. So upon arriving, the trucks pull up and all of the soldiers get out, start fanning out to create a perimeter, start setting up barricades. You all hop out of the truck, collect your things, and you see Colonel Olson, who is posted at this settlement. He will be the one giving you instructions in the future. He's responsible for keeping all of the soldiers in line in this area. And he waves your group over. So this is Colonel Olson here, flanked by Major Irving and Captain Lewis. Colonel Olson waves you all over. He says, we need all these buildings, all of them, checked. Anything you can see. We need everything cleared out. We need it checked before the construction guys can get to work. So clear anything out, report back to Captain Lewis.
Right away, sir. And I'll go and rip one of the doors off. I'm going to attempt to actually just take the doors off.
So you're just
Those
rushing
blue doors.
straight in at the warehouse?
I learnt to follow orders. I am a robot.
All right.
Warehouse is like a Twinkie.
You go in the end and suck it dry.
It survives anything.
All right.
Okay.
Is anybody assisting?
I'm not going to
9001?
assist. I'm going to watch.
Stand back and watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this.
The Twinkie analogy again.
I'm watching too.
Stand back while I vape.
Are you like the Mrs. Zenithal Prime? So we replaced someone as a chain smoker with a chain vapor. It's very modern.
All right. So in which case, if you can give me a strength and athletics roll.
Okay.
So, what you
I'll
will be
have a
rolling for this will be 2d20s.
Yep. Okay, cool. And that means I'm attempting to get a success against a 10, which now higher is bad, right?
So your target number is your strength plus your athletics score. You want to be rolling equal to or lower than.
Yeah, 2 failures, sir.
So 2 failures. Door doesn't budge. Nothing
Hmm.
moves.
I continue to shake the door indefinitely just because that is my current command.
That's what you've been told.
What else you got, Hal?
I pay no attention because I'm a linear robot. I'm still on the previous command.
What would we like to do?
I'm
So
gonna
apart
go-
from hearing the rattling of the door continuously,
Anyone got some explosives?
I walk up and see if I can just open the door.
Please let it be unlocked.
you attempt to open the door. It is locked. It is closed. It does not open automatically. However, just to
I'll try.
give you an idea, I'll just rotate the camera around.
You've just been dying to show people that this was on a lazy
Ah.
Susan.
Yeah, loving this setup. The lazy Susan.
This is the Lazy Susan, the first thing I figured out how to use it for. Just pointing out the fact that it's not exactly a sealed building.
We haven't been the side butt.
Just pointing it out. If you wanted to, explore around.
Missile launcher?
Abby takes one more drag and then has a little walk around. Ah, let a woman show you how it's done. Oh, look! A hole!
All right, so you're walking in, or are you going to wait for the rest of them?
Would you all like to join me this way? This way. Over here.
I'll
I'm
say
still
good
stuck.
critical thinking, Hal. I'll follow.
I'm
Walk
still
on
stuck in
over.
my previous. I'm stuck in my previous command still.
Tap the robot. Oh, you go ahead on there, pal. And I walk over to the group.
So by this point, the rattling of the door is deafening. Rockclaw,
Booming inside.
Yeah, I'll wander over.
you'll come in. Okay. All right. So as a group, you would approach the building. As you
My
peek
rifle's
inside,
drawn.
My door.
the door's still there.
We'll just
Just-
have to RP that I'm still shaking the door.
So you enter from the sides. You see inside, it is dusty. There is bricks and debris from the caved-in walls. This warehouse, there was big industrial shelving. Part of it's collapsed. And from your vantage point, in the darkness, in the back corner, you can make out 2 large tanks on the left. And on the right is a caged area. Inside that caged area here is a desk with a radio on it.
Okay.
I would like to search for scavenge. I'd like to scavenge this building.
I'm actually disappointed people already haven't tried to loot everything outside in true Fallout style.
Hey, there is a trailer covered up.
You've then also got, there is a walled off back
Mm,
room. You cannot see inside this room currently.
okay.
So
Don't look.
Is there a door into there?
there is a door just here on this wall. The rattling intensifies as you enter. It's even
it's
louder echoing inside here.
Nah, see, no, it's at a perfect. It's actually not getting louder or quietly. It's perfectly rhythmic because it's oscillating in line with my power supply, which is precise.
So scavenging, where are you going to be looking?
Around following the walls.
Just following the walls? Okay.
I will also call out Hal, turn 90 degrees anti-clockwise, move forward 3 meters, turn 90 degrees clockwise, move forward 3 meters.
Can I attempt to turn while still holding the doors?
Give me another strength and athletics roll for that one.
All right, I had 1 success.
1 success. The handle of the door rips off in your
Okay.
pincer as you turn.
In which case, I'll do as commanded, and I will approach. I'll float over to the group.
Floating over.
I will still be shaking the handle though.
It hasn't stopped moving this entire time. So hugging the walls, there's not much that you see in here, Rusty, apart from debris on the ground. The shelves themselves that you see ahead are completely clean. There's nothing on it. Looks like anything of value has been scavenged already. Until you get to the front corner near the door, there are some coils of rope
Are they in good condition, like usable?
They would be serviceable. You would be
So
able to
can I
take one of those. Add one rope.
Right. Okay.
I do not need rope. I have my hugging arms.
So as you are making a commotion, you hear a gurgling, murmuring sound in the walled-off section at the back. From inside here, it sounds like something's moving in that room.
I
Yeah, sounds like
cock
Deathclaw.
my rifle, ready to fire.
Okay, so you want to hold waiting?
If I see anything moving, I'm just gonna start firing at it.
So there's a closed door and solid walls into that room. So you're just trained on the door itself.
Trained on where the movement is coming from, I can hear.
Yeah, you can hear it inside the room. That's all you can tell at this point.
So you're gonna hear it through the door.
Can I like sneakily walk up as I'm listening with a knife drawn? Am I throwing knife drawn?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go over and attempt to start ripping that door off.
You're gonna push Abby out of the way, or?
Oh, I mean,
I hold a hand up to you and go, wait.
and wait is of course a computer command, so I respond.
All right. So do you want to open the door?
I want to listen intently. What can I hear?
So all you can hear is a and a pattering of feet backwards and forwards.
I diagnose that sound being 6 Deathclaws.
Minecraft zombie.
I start to walk back in behind Hal 9001.
All right. So are you staying close to Hal or
Right behind him.
right behind him? Yep.
Bringing up the rear, the classic play.
Is there like a keyhole in the door? Can I look through the keyhole?
You're meant to get your eye fingered out.
Give me a sec. Absolutely, yes, there is a keyhole.
So I should take a little squiz.
You see in the murky darkness, there is a very dim light inside. And every now and then a green shadow passes in front of that light, running just backwards and forwards.
Well, we have
I relay this information to the others.
Yeah. We have 2 green people in our party. Perhaps they are experts in green things.
I just realized Rusty can't even respond with "Listen here, smooth skin." Do you?
Rusty, your kind is inside.
All right. So what are we doing, guys?
Knock on the door.
Well, I've done what I can as a sneaky rogue type person. I'm just gonna like creep back behind people.
Okay. Well, I'm a negotiator, so I'm just going to start talking to them. People of Rusty, we come as friends. Present your hands for hugging.
And you hear a and something starts smashing against the door on the inside.
Is that a language that I understand?
It's not exactly language, it's more a guttural.
Hmm. And I say, I have an idea. And that's it. That's all I say.
Well, don't keep us in suspense there, Mr. Shiny. What's your idea?
I am going to try that greeting again. But I'm going to use a miniature version of myself, and I pull out my 1/20th scale animatronic figure of HAL 9001, and thinking that I'm doing ventriloquism, I say again, people of Rotclaw, present your arms for hugging, but it's like in a higher pitch because it's coming from the animatronic version of myself. So
With that, the banging from the inside of the door gets louder and more furious. You can see little bits of dust coming down from the door frame as these things are smashing into it.
Can I see hinges on the door?
From this side, no.
No? Okay.
No, it
what's the
opens inwards.
construction of? Yeah, what's the construction of the wall up to the ceiling? Can we go over it?
So inside here, it's like a roof on a small office.
Has anyone got a Molotov cocktail they can throw at the door?
I do, but I've got a better idea. Pull out my pistol and shoot through the door.
Is it a metal door?
Were the instructions to clear this building?
I think they were.
To clear everything on the side.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we do need to go in here. I'm just making sure that this is like a trap to kill us on day one.
Yeah, let's go on. I want to go
Okay.
up on the roof. Can I levitate up and
So-
start wailing on the ceiling of this office?
First, I'll answer Rob's question after he shoots his pistol into the door. It is a metal door. It ricochets.
Sadness.
It thankfully it ricochets off into a debris pile nearby and does not hit any of you.
And lethally wounds
Well, dang it.
Gregors.
All right, so you want to climb up onto the roof?
Okay, I'll float up to the roof.
Yep.
And I'll attempt to just use my hands, claws, to basically just like twist them in such a way as to like drill through the ceiling.
All right, so you find that it's a concrete ceiling,
What the shit? I'm gonna be drilling for a while. Well,
so it might take you a while.
Come back to me in a while then.
So HAL 9001 is occupied for the next 19,000 turns, or
Yep.
Yeah, for some weak points.
like this warehouse is it's big, it's solid, it's kind of crude.
Maybe we should be going to the obvious office and looking for a key in the desk. So
I'll do that.
We haven't looked at the place that we were being led to initially, and instead gone to the fortified room.
I'll go check out the desk.
I
Can you
thought that
hear me?
was behind a cage.
But the concrete bunker is we've chosen to try and get into that rather than the cage.
So the cage has a gate on it before entering that area.
Is the gate locked?
You try it, it opens fine. So you enter, you take a look at the desk.
Mm-hmm.
So going through the desk, there's random bits and pieces of junk. You find 2 bottle caps.
Let me write that down. Yep.
And not much else. Bits of lint,
Mm.
bits of scrap. Nothing.
Radio
of
there and a
use.
microphone.
So on top of the
Yeah,
desk
is
is the
that
ham radio.
radio? Can I grab that?
Absolutely.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Ugh.
Is that just radio in the inventory?
No, I don't have an inventory item for a ham radio, but
Okay.
that's
I'll
fine.
just put in my notes.
Ah, there we go. Rusty's got his ham radio.
I'll come back and I'll say, no key, but I found this radio.
Great.
Does it work? Can we yell profanity at them? Through the radio?
I'll try turn it
It's
on.
a radio, not a microphone.
Mm.
It's a ham radio, so you can broadcast from it as well. So when you turn it on, the battery seems good in it. The lights flick. All you get is static.
We could report back that the place is clear.
Hal, isn't that against your programming?
I see
there
no
anything-
enemies.
Anything on these storage things that have fallen over?
Rusty took a look at those earlier. They're empty.
Okay, and what about behind the two tall things? T1, T2.
The big water tanks.
Yeah, those.
There's a wall.
Yay! Is there anything that I could maybe see with high perception?
Kind of like having a girl look rather than a guy look.
Yeah.
So currently,
'Cause y'all have men look. I have a girl look.
you've peeked through the keyhole. You have shot the door. You've tried to drill through the roof, but nobody's actually tried to open the door.
Didn't we?
Nope.
Well, so Dan Cadillac has the highest sneak and lockpick, so they should try and open the door.
So then,
I'm staying back. You go right
No.
ahead.
I will cover you.
slowly walk over to the door.
Just point the gun towards the door.
Try and figure out if this door's going to be a pull or a push.
Like, he said it opened inwards.
Opens inwards.
Open inward.
So,
All right.
push.
Then I'll. Is the thing still banging on the door?
It's still banging on the door.
Just knock on the door.
All right. I put my hand on the lever and open the door and see what happens.
As you push open the door, you get resistance straight away by this thing bashing on it. Are you going to try to force it? Because as you're pushing, it's closing the door again.
Oh, there's
Yeah, I'll
something
try.
naughty going on.
You put your back into it.
So sorry. How does this all work again?
All right.
Roll.
So first thing, I've got a link on your character sheet underneath your skills, which is click for dice.
Yep.
So if you want to use physical dice, if you've got that, that's fine too. That's just the Google Dice Roller. The simplest way of setting it up is have 2 d20s.
2 d20s. Yep.
Yep. So anytime you're doing a skill roll in this game, you're rolling 2 d20s or more. But any checks will be 2 d20s. You can set this up so it will roll d6s as well. So if you set that up for combat, if you know how many d6s
yeah.
your weapon is, you can have those on there at the same time. Click on roll.
Cool.
So what we're going to do here is this will be another strength plus athletics. So for you, your strength is 5. Your athletics is 2. So if you add those together, your target number is 7. So that's
All right.
that's the number that you're trying to roll equal to or lower than.
All right. I rolled the 2 and a 5.
A 2 and a 5. So,
Mhm.
in which case, both of those are successes, which means for this one, you force open the door, and because you've got an extra success, you've also generated an action point for the group.
Yep.
Nice.
So,
Let me see the action point light. Let's go, Nos. Whoa!
ha! So that action point can then be spent by anyone in the group at a later point. So with that, you put your shoulder into it, really slam the door against whatever this creature is inside. As you do so, a feral ghoul goes flying back against a industrial fusion reactor. That was the light that Abby was able to see. With that, he takes 2 points of damage. And you see in the dim light, there are 2 more that are running around as well.
Level 0, level 1, 3 feral ghouls.
3 feral ghouls.
Can you put me up on
Can
the
I
shelf?
do a?
Check
Can
up
I
on the ceiling?
backwards roll away from the door?
I will let you go first in initiative as if this was a surprise attack. So yes, I would say that you can take your turn
Okay.
first. So you roll
Yeah.
back away from the door. Which way are you going? Through everyone else or sideways?
I'm up on the. Can you put me up on the shelf, Nos?
Let's do
Just pretend I'm on the
sideways.
ceiling? Yeah. Sideways. Okay.
Sideways? Alright.
Anyways, over there. And major action will ready action to shoot at any ghoul that comes through the door.
Comes through the door. Yep.
Mhm.
Excellent. So next in, why does it reload now? Next in initiative order will be Abby and Rusty. So you've both got equal initiative, so it's up to you which order you two go in.
Abby can go first.
So Abby, what would you like to do?
Okay. I'll take a quick puff of my vape,
Label?
and then I'll throw my knife. Let's go. This one?
Okay. So roll 2d20 and 3d6. Alright, so you got an 11 and a 12. Which for you, your target number for your throwing knives is 12, so both of those are successes.
Nice.
Now, your d6s, what did you roll?
4, 1, and 1.
Okay. So the 4 is no damage. The 1 and the 1 equals 2 damage. And that was to the one that Sir Dan threw back against the reactor. Alright, Rusty.
Minor action aim. And I'll call out, "Hey friends, we're here to help." And I'll see what they do.
I
Alrighty.
think if they didn't respond to my ventriloquist act, they're not going to respond to anything.
I mean, they got very upset by your ventriloquist act. Next up is Rotclaw.
I'm going to yell out in the native tongue.
Well, you're in America, so that's probably English.
Don't they have their own little language?
What?
Not ghouls, no.
Ghouls.
No, a ghoul is just an irradiated human, so eventually Rusty will become a feral ghoul
Nice.
if he hangs around long
Hmm.
enough.
All right. Well, in that case, I am just going to open fire at the first one I see.
So roll 2d20. And for you, where is your...
What?
And your
46?
4d6. Your target number is 15, so that's written on your character sheet under your weapons.
Yep.
So what did you roll?
A 2 and a 20.
Okay. So in this case, you got the 2 because big guns is your... So you're firing your light machine gun, yeah?
Yep.
Yep. So because big guns is your tag skill, so that's where you're an expert, and your current rank is 5, every roll of 5 or less when you fire that weapon is 2 successes.
Okay.
So what that means is that one of them does hit, the other one becomes an extra action point that gets generated. Then the 20, I'm going to say that the light machine gun does bounce around quite a bit. So the difficulty of your next attack I'm going to put up by 1.
Okay.
Now, how much damage did you do to that one?
2, 2, 3, and a 4.
Okay, so the 2s are worth 2 each, so that's 4 damage. The 3 and the 4 are nothing. So you did 4 damage. He is peppered with bullets. He's got a knife sticking out of him. He's been bashed against a fusion reactor. And he is just barely, like, twitching, trying to get back up again. But he's barely holding on to life.
Nice.
Next up is Hal.
Yep. I'm going to stay up here and ready an action. And the action is to jump down and grapple if I can.
Okay. Look, yeah, no, I'll allow that. So it's okay, you're just up on a shelf. You're not too
Yeah,
far
so-
away. Yeah, fair enough.
So just move down and grapple the first thing that comes out the door. It's like one square. It's basically on a neighboring square, but it sounds cooler if I say jump down and grapple them.
Okay.
Mm.
Yep.
So the first one is then going to come running out the door. You're going to jump down and grapple him. So that'll be a contested strength plus athletics check.
Yep, no problem, sir.
Give me a sec. Let me roll for him.
1 success.
And he got 2 successes, so he slips through.
When you're using extra action points, do you have to nominate before you roll?
So extra action points, yeah. So before you roll for something,
Yep, so I can't say, oh shit, I want to use another action point to roll. You have to do that before it starts.
you have to do that before. However, you can spend a current luck point to re-roll a d20 here.
Let's do it, because I got 10 luck. Let's go.
So drop your luck down by 1.
Yep, and I rolled a 20. 20, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's a critical success, if I remember the rule set for correctly. Not quite.
So that is a bit of a failure. So as you have jumped down to grapple him, you thought you were grappling. As you swung out your pincers, you actually threw him mid as he was flying through the air to tackle Sir Cadillac.
Does my held action trigger at least before this happens?
Oh, sorry, your held action. You
Shoot the first goal that came through.
shoot the first. Yep. So, in which case, you've got a ghoul flying at your face. So
I
you're
rolled
gonna
a
fire a
9
shot.
and a 6.
9 and a 6. So what's your target number on your weapons?
14.
14. So both of those are successes.
Cool.
Because your small gun skill is your tag skill, and you rolled a 6, so that's worth 2 successes. So you've generated 2 action points, as well as successfully shooting him. So then your 3d6s, what did you roll?
3d6s is 1, 2, 1.
1, 2, 1. So you did 4 damage.
Cool.
So that is to Feral Ghoul B. So that's... Alright, so he's now bleeding pretty heavily.
One right in the brain.
And then you fire the shot, and he's flying at your head. He gets 1 success, so you need to roll your strength plus athletics.
Strength plus athletics, so that's
Now,
7.
If you would like, you can spend an action point and roll an extra d20 here.
I think I'll do that for this one.
Mhm.
So that's 3d20. 16, 8, 3.
Okay, and
So I think I wanted to be
strength and
7.
athletics, so 7. So you got 1 success, he got 1 success, so you are both knocked prone.
Oh, Jesus.
So he's tackled you against the wall, fallen to the side. He is going to do...
Oh, he's got blood all over me.
And he does 1 damage to you as he slams you against the wall.
Blood is hand nectar.
Now, this one has spent its minor action getting back up again. It is just barely holding on. So it does not move. This one runs past him at the robot that it sees, and it attempts to tackle. So Hal 9001, if you could roll a strength plus athletics contested.
Sure. 2 die is the norm, presumably.
Yep, unless you want to spend any action points.
Okay. No, that's a 1 and a 9.
So
I think that's
straight
3
away, you dodged
3
it completely.
successes. Yep. Do those contests generate any action
The contested
points?
ones, no.
Okay. All good.
So it's just you're defending, basically, in this. You're not actively
Yep, all good.
generating anything. So in which case, he goes flying past you, slams into the shelves, and is prone underneath them.
It's alright, how many movements this guy got?
Well, that's he went to tackle you, you dodged him. He went flying past.
Okay. Oh, that's a different dude. Yep, gotcha.
Yep.
Alright.
And
Very
so
good.
in doing that, I'm going to say he takes 1 damage as well. All right, top of the round. So we are back to Sir Dan. It is your turn.
Sit
I'm
down,
gonna
Cadillac.
pick
Sir Dan
myself up.
Cadillac.
Thank you.
Yes. So that is
Time I got some respect.
that is your minor action. So you cannot move this
Well,
turn.
arguing for respect is your minor action. Smart mouth me again, you'll lose your major action, boy.
Now, because you are within close range of these two that are both prone, you get an automatic 1 success if you attack them.
Nice.
Can I punch them instead of
Say
using...
that again.
So because these two are prone and you're within close range,
Oh, was that prone? Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Remember, Gregors, these are customized rules. Close the
Yeah,
rule
yeah,
book.
yeah. No, I like it. I like
Furiously flicking through the pages.
and is this the part where I tell you this is rules as written? This is not a
I don't
customized rule from me.
Am I able to just punch the prone zombie that fell on me?
Right into
Cool.
the crotch.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Cool.
for you, that would be, what is it? Strength plus your unarmed would be your target
Right.
number,
So 6,
and you roll 2d6s for a fist.
2d6s.
Yep.
6. Really should get physical dice. 5 and 6.
5 and 6.
Miss,
Okay,
miss.
so that's 2 successes.
Oh, cool.
So, then your d6s. What did you get for damage?
Oh, wait. Oh, no, I think I did that in the wrong order. Oh, 2d20.
Yep.
My bad.
That's all right.
3 and 19, so 1 success.
1 success. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
And it was 5 and 6 for
Yeah.
your
for the
damage. So that,
two
yep.
d6s.
So
Yeah.
a 5 is worth 1. A 6 is worth 1.
Cool.
When you get later on and you have weapons that have
Abilities.
effects on them, they will do extra things as well.
So I stomp right on this guy's groin.
Right in the moneymaker.
So I'll say, yeah, he was right next to you. So you've stomped him right in the groin. Next up, we have Abby and Rusty.
Yeah, let's keep the same order. Abby can keep going first.
Okay, sorry. So this guy on the floor is not actually dead.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. Do I need to retrieve my knife?
I was wondering that.
Technically, yes. Currently,
Do I
it's
have some,
lodged
like-
in this other guy.
Do I have some kind of like telepathy that I can just pull it back?
Use the force. Use the force, Abby.
No force. This is not Star Wars.
You could just use one of your hands to pick it up and stab him again.
I just
Or
want to know if I
twist it.
have that ability. How
Just
many knives
checking.
do I have?
Currently, you have 1.
Right.
Had one.
Had one.
So I'll just like casually walk up, taking some more of my vape because I'm just cool like that,
Mhm.
and pull the knife out. And then throw it again.
So unnecessary.
I will allow you to pull the knife out.
I can't hear you.
Sorry. I will allow you to pull the knife out. Because you moved as well, I'm going to say that you can't attack unless you want to spend an action point.
Is he cutting out for you guys?
Nah.
Yeah. Oh, he was before.
He was off for a minute there, but that's different.
Because I'm only getting like partial, but I can hear him because I'm in the same
Yeah.
room.
Okay. But use an action point if you want. We're generating them like fiends. Hey, who cares? Let's go.
Okay.
Anyway, you're the boss of the group. You can use them as you see fit.
Yeah, when it comes to action points, nobody has to ask permission of anyone else,
Oh,
technically. So yes, I will allow you to attack him again.
So hang on, where are these action points on here?
green light.
Does green light mean how many we've got left?
Mhm.
And how do we regenerate them?
Are there?
So by
Extra
getting more
wins.
successes than are needed for an attack or a skill check, you generate action points.
Okay, well I kind of need my knife back.
Well, you've still got it because you haven't thrown it yet.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. Am I using it to throw?
Yep.
Because I already used my turn by pulling the knife out.
So the
What
action.
What is this shit?
This is exactly the same as D&D.
It's just like
Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna use it to like get something out of my tooth.
Yeah.
All right. So you're
What?
not.
It's ghoul blood. It's perfectly fine.
That's fair enough. It is Abby. She does what she wants.
All right. So are you spending an action point to take an extra major action?
Negatory.
Negatory. Okay. So
I
I'll
want to see my green
give
light
that
back.
one back. Yes, you got your green light back. Are you happy?
I'm keeping track of them, man. I don't want to get stooged. I know these DMs, they're wily.
Okay, I've already allowed you to max out your skills at the beginning,
I know that's
so that you're
fucking shit, you gotta
generating them
regret
like
that,
crazy.
hey.
No, that was deliberate, but it means that you get to do shit like this. So, which is fine.
Alright.
All right. So up next is Rockclaw.
All right.
What about Rusty?
Yeah, I know, Russ.
Oh.
just get
Before me.
cocked.
Okay, because yes, apologies, Rusty.
All right, I'll aim at the nearest one. Is that the one on the floor?
Yes, that's the one on the floor that tackled Sir Dan Cadillac.
Okay. I have a clear shot of it.
Yes, you are. You're here
Okay.
with the big orange ham radio on your back, and that's
Okay.
the feral ghoul that's still on the ground, hasn't been able to get back up yet, and just got his balls stomped.
So aim as a minor action and firing.
I
my
will keep in mind
rifle.
you aimed without firing last time,
Okay, cool.
so that's
Alright.
still current until you fire a
Alright.
shot.
I'll fire at that ghoul.
Mhm.
Rolling on camera. Damn it. With my aim, I can re-roll the 19. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can re-roll 1d.
I'll keep the
1d20.
Got a 4, and my target number was.
You're firing your pipe rifle.
Yeah.
Yep. So your target number is 10.
That's 4 successes, Gregors. That's disgusting.
That's how I roll.
And how
Alright,
much? What's your damage?
Oh, hang on.
So
What's the damage
3d
for pipe rifle?
3d6s.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, come on. I got 3, and I think you're saying the face is nothing.
No, it's a status.
Yeah.
So the face. So face
face
is
is
a
a
5
3
or
or
a
a 4.
6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no one tonight has rolled a 5 or a 6, Gregors. It's been incredible.
No. So Dan rolled a
Oh, did he?
5 earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 1.
All right. So 3 damage.
So 3 damage. So how does the feral ghoul die?
Yeah, I'll shoot him right in the forehead.
In the forehead. I thought you were going to say in the balls, following like as.
I was going to say mouth.
Nah,
Right in the mouth.
I'm feeling sorry for this guy.
That's just for Elfman. That is old Brickhead that just got stomped.
Oh, no. That's all right. Well, he didn't have a brain to shoot anyway.
Correct.
So for the Fallout face there, which is a 5 or a 6, so what are they doing?
So
Nothing at the moment?
they do 1 damage plus they activate an effect on your weapon if it has an effect. Most of the starting
okay.
weapons don't.
Oh,
Okay.
so I would have done 4 damage.
4 damage, because you said 3 damage, Nos.
Yeah.
I said
I said 3
3d6,
damage.
and then Gregors said 3 damage. So yes,
Ah, okay, well, I got baited.
so you overkilled it.
So-
That's fine.
And I baited myself.
Rusty Malone, you were in error.
All right. So now it's Rockclaw's turn.
All right. Which one's left alive?
So you've got one just to the right of you here, who is currently prone. You've got the one you would be shooting past Abby through the door that is almost dead.
Right, the one that's prone.
Mhm.
How close is he to me?
Within melee range.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to point the gun in his mouth and pull the trigger.
Wow.
Uh,
People
I
too.
feel like that's not going to happen voluntarily, hey?
so he is facing down away from you.
Or
So I'll
the
say
back
you
of his
can
head then.
you can put it into the back of his head. So because look, because this is a targeted attack, normally I would say that that's increasing the difficulty by 1, but he's prone, so that reduces the difficulty by 1, so that's going to be a flat roll. So roll 2d20 for me.
Okay, I got a 2 and a 3.
A 2 and a 3, so you got 4 successes.
Yep.
But you're already maxed out on action points, so you can't generate any more. So then roll your 4d6.
1, 5, 5, and a 4.
Okay, so the 1, the 5, and the 5 are worth 1 point each. So you did 3 damage because I'm saying it's a targeted attack. I'm going to do 2 more. He's still twitching. He's not dead. At this point, he's hurt very badly, but he's not dead.
A tough head.
Copping a machine gun burst. Next up is HAL 9001.
Yep. I'm going to attempt to. Can I in this? Can you walk through player characters?
Through allies, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go into the room next to old mate.
Mhm.
And I want to use unarmed. And I'm going to say to him, "I am a nice robot," and I'm going to attempt to unarmed pincer off one of his ghoul hands.
You're going to
No.
pincer off a ghoul hand. Alrighty.
I had 0 successes.
So 4 plus 1. So no successes.
Correct.
Alright. So he is squirming all over the place. He's got Abby in his face. He's now got a robot coming up in his face. He is just thrashing and you can't get a hold of him.
He definitely wasn't prone, right?
He was not prone. No, he had got back up.
Okay, no problem. Then that's me done.
Alright, and the ghouls go. So the one that Rotclaw just unloaded a clip into gets back up. Half of his head's gone, but he's still functioning. He turns around and thrashes and takes a swing at Rotclaw. He gets 2 successes there and does 4 damage. 4 physical damage.
Ouch.
So he gives as good as he gets.
Alright. All good?
Which you... Oh, sorry, you've got energy resistance, not physical.
not
That's
physical.
right. Yep. Sorry, I got that backwards. Alright, and the one that is thrashing about will connect with HAL 9001 as he is trying to grab the feral ghoul's arm. He is going to get 1 success. He does 2 damage. 2 physical damage.
Right. Okay.
Smashing at the eyes and the sensitive parts of you, perhaps.
I have no sensitive parts.
Back to top of the round. So that would be Sir Dan Cadillac.
All right, so Dan's going to go up to the super mutant. I mean, to the ghoul near the super mutant.
Mhm.
His name escapes me at the moment.
Rockclaw.
And I'm going to punch him in the face. Rockwall.
All right, punching him in the face. So you're rolling 2d20s against your strength and unarmed. So you want 6 or less.
7 and a 15. 2 fails.
Okay. So he's thrashing all over the place. He hisses at you,
Ugh, I don't want to touch this one.
turns and faces at you after he's just swung at Rockclaw. Next up,
Why was your hand on the other side of the table?
that was Lacey walking past thinking she was hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
You couldn't tell Noss's hand from a teenage girl's hand.
My hand, hairy hand,
It's
versus
not that hairy.
pale hand.
pale
Pretty
hand.
pale.
Yeah. And just think the white balance is turned to a warmer shade on this as well. It's even more pale in real life. And that one's kind of easy with all the tattoos. So up next is Abby and Rusty. So Abby, what would you like to do?
Okay. Oh, I throw my knife.
Yep.
Take that.
The classic Abby play.
12 and 4.
And your target number is 12.
Mm-hmm.
And throwing is your tag.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 3 successes then. Alright, so how
You.
does the
How's the
how's
feral ghoul die?
My knife passes directly through the middle of his head and with such force it just splits his entire body in two.
One hell of a knife.
Jesus, that's a hell of a knife. Don't screw with Abby.
Yeah. That's messed up. All right, Rusty.
Been playing Mortal Kombat.
I will aim at the last ghoul
Mhm.
and fire my rifle.
So you see Rusty get down to one knee, line it up.
That's a double.
I'm going to use my aim to reroll the 14.
Mhm.
Oh, and I got 14 again. So I've got a 3 and a 14.
So that's 2 successes.
And 3d6s.
Yep.
That's 3 damage.
3 damage. That's enough.
Yeah.
All right, and the
That's
last
enough.
feral ghoul goes down, staggers for a second, and then and falls forward onto Rotclaw, sliding down as he goes.
Grab his neck as he's falling down and rip it out.
Oh,
Just take, as in like the head and the body are now 2 different pieces, and the neck came out in your hands as a third piece.
That's
New.
that's. I'll pay that. Alrighty.
Because he's still alive for like a couple of seconds
He's
as he's dying. So he
he's-
gets to see and feel it.
He's definitely feeling it. Ferals aren't actually all there, so they're not comprehending things necessarily.
That's right, he can watch me.
You could, you just like ghoul blood.
Yeah.
Hang on, Noss, I'll shout you. Where are we?
Oh, of course.
Very good. All right. I, being a robot, immediately glide out to proclaim the room as clear because I'm a brown nose.
Alrighty. So are you proclaiming that to Colonel Olsen or to the group?
Colonel Olsen with the salad in the conservatory.
So why exactly were there 3 of these ghouls locked in this room?
How many models were painted?
Well, they weren't locked in there.
Yeah, it's true.
They were closed in there. I think they weren't smart enough to get themselves back out again. So potentially somebody has trapped them in there.
All right, I'll search them for loot since no one else is doing it.
Assuming it takes me a second to glide out there.
As HAL 9001 floats out of the hole in the wall, Rusty, you see that 2 of the ghouls are wearing actually decent sets of leather armor. So you can
Oh,
take 2 sets of leather armor, or you can distribute them amongst the group. You also find on the belt of one of them is a machete.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so machete.
Yep.
Yep. Leather armor. Anyone want a leather armor?
So currently, Abby, Rusty, and Sir Dan Cadillac can wear leather armor.
You.
I think that's
I'll just point out, Nos, I can't see leather armor under armor. There's standard
second one.
plating, factory plating, police plating, oh, military plating.
Did I copy it to the wrong one? Oh, this is, you can see you and Elfman are asked backwards this time around, so I've probably applied the wrong.
It's in your
Yep.
inventory. It's in the normal inventory. It just says in under armor.
Yep. Just give me 2 seconds to fix this back up again.
Okay.
My bad, guys.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
Was
good
anyone
job.
else shooting their guns? Don't forget to remove ammo.
Yeah, how much
Yeah.
ammo do you have to remove
1 unit
per shot?
per shot.
I started punching people.
Gotta punch something.
I fired twice, so yeah, okay.
Okay, that has been fixed up for you, Rusty, and now I'm going to fix HAL 9000 because I had you guys
Oh wow.
just the opposite way around.
Wow. Okay. Yes, anyone else want a leather armor?
I think
Abby
Abby
Okay.
was emphatically.
Now how do I delete it from my inventory? Can I just press delete? Or will that
Literally
break?
select the cell and hit delete.
It won't break your formula? No, okay.
It's not a formula that's running.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, HAL 9001, you float out and you're talking to Colonel Olsen. Is that correct?
Yeah, with the cheese.
So what are you saying?
Sir, room clear.
Colonel Olsen looks down at his Pip-Boy and he turns back to you and he just bangs you on the top right. And he's just like, we're still seeing that there's things around here. Get back to it, please.
Wow.
That is my robot I keep in my gullet. Is that on the scan?
Are you holding up your animatronic?
I can do. I can open my hatch. I say, ooh, I say, understood. These are mutants. They are not dead. I'd like to go back inside and salvage all 6 hands, please, and put them inside my hatch.
All 6.
I think that's the problem.
Would you like to
Yeah.
add the neck that Rotclaw ripped out as well, or you're happy with
No,
just the
I
hands?
am a nice.
No,
I'm a
no,
nice.
no,
I'm a nice
I've got the
robot.
neck. I've
You've
got the neck.
Okay, all right.
While they're all doing that, I want to actually search the room.
All right.
Could
So
you add an item? Could you add a custom item just called enemy hands? I'm going to be using that.
Okay, so we're going to make it generic so that we can use it across everything. I'm not going to
I
give you
think-
ghoul hands and then
Yeah, I think that's probably not going to be productive.
enemy hands or enemy appendages.
Hands.
Hands specifically.
And
Mhm.
can I have a ghoul neck?
Okay, 1 times ghoul neck. Yep, I will add these in after. Not a problem. Noted. You sick fucks.
Hmm.
So, looking inside this room, you see the industrial fusion generator. So it is intact. It is currently functioning. So on the right-hand side, you can see where the main fusion core is installed. It is still showing as 98% and it is running.
All right, I'll walk over there and pull it out.
You hear a doo tick 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 tick, and it shuts down.
Nice.
You have 1 fusion core.
Woohoo!
Oh. Well, other than the one that runs me. Technically, you have 2.
Technically, yes, you have 2. Rotclaw has a fusion core.
Anything else I can see in the room?
That's basically it. You've
No-
got
no hidden things on the floor.
bits
You have
of
2 water tanks.
debris and things like that. If you want to give me let's say a perception plus outdoorsman roll.
So perception's only a 6. So how many do I roll?
So you roll 2 d20s.
Yeah.
And you don't have any outdoorsman skill?
No.
Okay, so that means that you are trying to roll a 6 or below on one of those or
12 and a 17.
12 and a 17. So both of those are failures.
Can I proceed over to the tarpaulin, the blue tarpaulin?
Mhm.
What? It may be in parallel or whatever, but the
Yep.
intent there is to like start rampaging through all the debris here. If he's like just going, if he's just fucking bopping me on the head, going, "There's more animals," I'll find some animals.
So you approach this half rundown tent. It is flapping in the breeze. There is next to nothing here except for you see a small mattress and a first aid kit.
I ignore it without telling the group and move on, as I have no need for any of that.
Yep.
But I would encourage the group to have a look at those tanks because they can contain things.
So Abby's already looked at the tanks. So you do
Yeah.
still have a pad, a foundation where a building once stood. And you have another foundation with half charred, burnt out building.
Let's talk about it now. Who actually has good, like, because Tex, you had said, Abby, you said you had good perception or whatever, right? Perception 7.
Yeah.
Rusty's got 7. So Dan Cadillac's got 7. Rocklaw's got 6.
Mm.
Okay. Alright, maybe one of you perception heavy people could go exploring. If he's going to sting us with perception and outdoorsman, I think that might make this a Rusty task.
Alright, so there's nothing left in the building, so let's go outside the building.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go strolling around the area myself.
Icky little stroll.
Anywhere in particular. So you've got troopers that have set themselves up as perimeters. You've got the pad here, you've got a pad there.
I'm gonna head towards Hal.
Towards Hal.
Yep.
Alright, so he's already looked at this as just an open tent that's flapping. You see a mattress on the ground and a first aid kit.
Sure.
Oh,
Well, let's
what a
let's take
surprise.
the first aid kit.
All right, you try to open it. It is locked.
Oh,
Can I
shit.
lockpick it?
Yep.
Has
so give-
anyone got bobby pins, or you're not doing bobby pins?
Actually, yes. Thank you for reminding me. I am doing bobby pins. So to lockpick would require a bobby pin or a lockpick kit.
Okay. I don't have either of those.
Mm.
Can I say, Hal 9001? Can you please open this with your pincers?
Yes. And I try and use my pincers like regular hands and attempt to open it, but I say to you, locked.
Use the force that you have to open this box. Just rip it apart.
Okay, and I immediately channel the midichlorians and attempt to. All right, I'll try and pincer the lock off. This
All right. Give me a strength
terrible.
and unarmed roll, please.
Yeah, 16 or 17. It doesn't matter what you're adding up.
It doesn't budge.
Alright, how are you useless? Can I just carry it with
Locked.
me?
Uh,
Can I put it in the TARDIS?
Okay, I will point out at this point, Rotclaw, you have 10 strength and 4 unarmed skill.
Mhm.
Okay, let's try to just help the living shit out of it.
You're a
then.
super mutant, and you're asking the robot to do the work for you.
Okay, let's help
Yes.
the living shit out of it then.
Yeah, like a good super mutant.
Yeah, remember he's got white privilege or green privilege. Like, how does it? What do you think? He's got bricklayer hands or something?
They're all like moisturized and smell like lavender.
Exactly.
So yeah, if you want to give me a strength and unarmed roll, so your target number is 14.
3 and a 7.
3 and a 7. Okay, so you got. So that's 3 successes. So you rip the first aid kit in half. The lid goes flying off
Nice.
near the group of the construction workers and doctor that are standing off to the side.
Nice.
They
What
turn
do I
around. They're
do?
like, "Hey, watch it." Inside spills out.
Mm.
Enough water for water bottles for 2 water each. y-
2 water each.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
You get 1 total stim pack and 1 first aid kit. So the remnants of what is left is what's in a standard first aid kit. You might want to put it in your backpack or something though, because you've kind of ripped the lid off the thing clean.
There's no such thing as a first aid kit.
I mean, the doctor's bag.
Oh shit, that's right. Doctor's bag. Apologies.
Yeah, doctor's bag's not in there either.
What is in there?
Hydro? Is Hydro in there?
Nope. Oh,
No.
it's in the chems, do you?
Mm.
How did I not? Oh god. Yep. That's fine. Leave it with me. So under chems, you can put a stim pack.
Mhm.
Let me just fix. Why is it not picking that up?
Just fix it after, man. It's all good.
Yeah, I'll fix it after. For some reason, it's not picking up the first 3 lines of that sheet. Apologies.
Why is Anonymous Manatee looking at my sheet?
I am the manatee. I guess I'm not
Okay.
somehow not logged in. Random.
It doesn't seem to show each other. All of you guys are coming up as Anonymous Dolphin and Anonymous Manatee.
Yeah, I can talk to Nos later, but I know how to fix that. If you don't.
That's all right. Alrighty.
I was the manatee.
Okay.
Oh,
So
there's some animals still around here. Well,
Mhm.
Sir Dan's gonna go to the other side and check out the easily burnt building.
I'll
alrighty.
just keep strolling around the side.
Just strolling around.
Yep, just with my gun on my shoulder.
Alrighty. So
I'll follow Sir Dan.
you're following? Abby, are you going with?
Yes.
Alright. As soon as you approach, swarms of rad roaches come out from inside the area. I will come around to the other side of the table to make it easier for myself, or I could have moved it.
You're on a lazy Susan.
I'm on a lazy Susan and I'm walking around like a git.
Please spin the
I do
table
like
before I
this view,
smash
though.
my head in the table. Ugh. This is why no one uses their lazy Susans. It's
Because-
conceptually too hard.
It's too much. It's too difficult. Da, 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 da.
Shit, Minos. You're killing me, man.
I love it. Alright. So, initiative. They are all going to get a surprise round. You've got 4 swarms of rad roaches. First ones are going to run up to Rusty is the closest.
Mhm.
They swing and a miss. Second are going to run at Abby. Swing and a miss. Third, they are going to be able to just get around
Easily.
to Sir Dan Cadillac. That is 1 success. They do 1 physical damage.
That's gonna get infected.
Now, the way that damage works in this one, Rob, do you have...
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, you didn't get any armor before, did you?
No.
That was Rusty and Abby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you receive any damage, you reduce it by your physical resistance from your armor.
Ah, cool.
So in which case this one hits you for just the 1 point of damage. The fourth swarm will break off and go for Rusty as well. These ones will get all over you. They will be covering every part of you and biting at you there, Rusty. They do 1 damage as well.
Even with my physical resistance of 2.
So you've got 2, so you take no actual damage. They don't get through your armor.
Nice.
All right.
Get off.
And then top of the round, so that will be Sir Dan Cadillac.
I'm gonna try and stomp the little roaches next to me.
Mhm.
10 and a 3. 1 hit.
So
Or 1 success.
1 success, so that'll be 2d6.
6. 6 and a 2.
6 and a 2, so that's 3 damage all up. The 2 does 2 damage. Now that was... Alright, so you managed to kill off a couple of the rad roaches in the swarm. There's still a couple left in that one that's closest to you.
Alright.
Up next is Abby.
Okay. Do they each count as one?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, so go throw a knife at this one.
I was going to say, why don't you use the numbers that I printed for you? But they're sitting on my workbench, so that would make it difficult.
It does make it difficult. I'll just teleport myself down to your place, pick them up, bring them back here.
I got 8 and 14.
Okay, and your target number is?
12.
Okay, so that's one success. So roll your damage.
2, 5, and 3.
Okay, so that's 3 damage. So that kills off 3 of the rad roaches in the swarm. There's still 1 left in that swarm.
Hey.
Next up is Rusty.
I will fire my rifle at the one that's on me, I guess.
Okay, so because you are firing this, your rifle is medium range.
Oh, okay.
So this is something I wasn't enacting earlier, but I should.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to increase the difficulty by 1.
Can I move back
close
first,
range.
or they are literally all over me?
So yeah, with the roll that they got before, these ones will move with you.
Okay. I guess I will aim with my minor.
Mhm.
Can I spend an action point?
Absolutely.
So I'm rolling 3 dice. I've only got... Actually, I do have a third d20. Let's go. 2, a 5, and an 18. I'll use my aim to reroll the 18.
Mhm.
Ooh, and got a 19. But the 2 and the 5 are hits.
2 and the 5 are both successes, so you're going to earn that action point straight back.
And rolling damage.
How much damage?
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, no, it was increased difficulty because you're at close range with them.
True.
So you don't get that action point back.
Yeah, so lucky I spent it though. Yeah.
So you still hit them though.
So I could spend a luck to reroll. Yeah. But I might just take that. I might just take the 3 damage.
3? Yep. So you kill 3 out of the swarm. So you see that there's 1 left.
Or damage dice, it's like you can re-roll like 2 damage dice or something with a luck roll.
Or are you simplifying it to
3 or whatever the fuck, or some shit like that.
It was, you could re-roll 1d20 or you can re-roll 3 damage dice.
Up to 3 damage dice.
Up to 3 damage dice for luck, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And we're playing that?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, cool. I thought I'd bring it up because we hadn't discussed it at all. So if you've got some shitty rolls there, so if you want to re-roll your blanks, you can spend a luck to re-roll up to 3 of them. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, that's me done, and I've got to spend an ammo.
Yep. So that's you done, okay. Just retroing something there, Abby. Because you didn't move or spend a minor action your last turn, I'm going to say that you can pick up your throwing knife again straight away because you're not moving.
Why, thank you.
Just so you're ready to throw next. So if it only needs a minor action.
Nos, my small guns was a 4, so the 2 would have counted as 2 successes.
Ah, yes, excellent.
And then the 5 would have been 1, so we do get 1 dice. Thanks.
Perfect. That's back. All right. So up next is Rotclaw.
So I just look over and see all these rad roaches and just laugh and just keep strolling along.
So you're just moving.
I'll just keep strolling along, just working my way towards the pile of timber. Because I'm like,
so you are
they're
so
rad
you're not
roaches,
rushing.
like,
Yep.
I'm not. I don't give a shit. They're fucking rad roaches. Like, deal with them.
Yeah, it's very true. Like, you want to use panicking about cockroaches?
Yeah, seriously, I could stamp one out.
Alrighty. So you're happy with that for your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Next is HAL 9001.
Okay, so I'm going to move my movement the same direction as old mate,
Mhm.
as the super mutant.
So you'll be basically up
Um,
next to him.
Yep. Can you show me what medium? So medium looks like how far away from the rad roaches? I'm long away from, or I'm far from the rad roaches, right? Have you got your
So-
big stick?
That is medium range. So within the green part,
Yeah.
that's how far you can throw.
Ooh. Can you make sure you give me every millimeter from the previous
So
spot?
keep in mind when this thing goes, if you're throwing a Molotov, I'm expecting, is that what you're throwing?
Just say, yeah, yes. Let's
Oh,
pretend,
no.
yeah.
Yep. So that's the area that it's going to hit.
What do you mean, the green area?
So can you see?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless I take a difficulty hit and throw it
Well, you can't throw it past that point. So if we say that it's centered on there, yes, you can hit them, but you will hit Rusty as well.
Yeah, I'm just asking,
Oh.
like, so I can't do like a gun and shoot further away.
Guns can't shoot past their maximum range.
Okay.
You can shoot less than your maximum range, and it increases the difficulty, but you
Alright.
can't shoot past your maximum range. So that would be.
I'm
Is
gonna
that laser
use.
cut, Nos?
Sorry?
Is that laser cut?
No, this is done with a
don't-
hobby knife out of a piece of like cake
alright.
packaging.
All right, so I'm gonna use sprint to move to about where the green zone starts there.
Yeah, that's how far you will get there. So you can get up on top of these pallets.
Yep, and I'll say, rad roaches, ultimate evil, no hands, and that'll be my turn.
No hands. Okay. So then the rad roaches go again. The ones attacking that are all over Rusty first. So they are going to get 2 successes there. So they do 2 physical damage.
Which is blocked by my 2
Mhm.
armor?
Yep.
2 physical armor? Yeah.
The next set, the one that is left of this swarm attacks Sedan Cadillac again. They get a success, so that is 2 damage.
Ow.
The third set attack Abby. They do 1 damage. And the fourth set that is just in front of Rusty there, miss. So top of the round, back to Sedan Cadillac.
Gonna go for another punch at the swarm.
Yep.
1918, miss.
Sorry, what was that?
Rolled a 19 and an 18, so double miss.
Double miss. Okay. Are you wanting to move?
No, I'm good there.
I will mention, just because it's not obvious, there is no attack of opportunity in this.
Ah.
So moving is reasonable. You just cannot move through an enemy tile. So you could move away, but you can't move through them.
Is there a wall behind us?
No, you've got the hole. You've basically got
awesome.
holes on equal sides of the warehouse, so you could retreat into the warehouse quite easily here.
Yeah, I might start just moving backwards then.
Yep. I just left the front off just to make it easier to see.
Yeah. No,
There
that's
we go.
that. Yeah, I'll sort of just start running away.
Your way approach that well for us against like uber super mutant deluxes.
All right. Up next is Abby.
Okay, so I've retrieved my knife, and so you said in the group of 3, 2 were down.
So there is
Two of the groups that have one left. One of the groups that is unhurt, and one of the groups that has 2 left. So the ones directly in front of you here have 1 left.
All right, let's attack that. Five and 14.
That'll be 2 successes.
No, mine's 12.
Yeah, but your throwing skill is your tag skill.
Oh, so why'd the other one fail?
How do you mean? So because throwing is your tag skill,
Yeah,
and you rolled a 5,
yeah.
which is equal to or less than your tag skill's value,
Yeah.
you get 2 successes for that.
Okay, so this 14 is out.
Well, your target number is 12, so the 14's too high, so that doesn't count. That's a miss.
Okay, so the 5, because the 5 is below 6, it's double.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And
1, 5, 6.
so 1 was all you needed. So you skewer the last radroach with your knife. If you would like to pick it back up again, you can.
Pick it back up again.
Okay, up next is Rusty.
What's my unarmed? Not 0. Okay, I'm gonna take another shot. I might spend one of the action points to roll a 3rd dice. I will aim with my minor action. Ooh, 1, 8, and a 9. So the 1 will be 2 successes.
2 successes.
My target number's 10, so the 8 and 9 are
So
also
you get 4 successes. All up, you needed 2 to be able to... Oh, sorry, you're unarmed, yeah. So
Okay, cool.
that hits, yep. So roll 2d6.
No, I'm firing.
Oh, you are firing? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said I was taking the minor action. Aim.
Yep.
So rolling 3d6s. Oh, I've gotten 2 hits. I guess that'll take out the last one on me, yeah? And then there's another group.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that first...
Yeah.
Yep. You happy with that?
I was going to ask, is everyone okay with me using an action point to take another shot?
Yeah, we're farming action points. Go your hardest, man.
Yeah.
All right. Can I do that? I'll
Yeah,
use an action
absolutely.
point to have another major action.
Mhm.
I'm just rolling regular, so just 2 d20s.
Yep.
10 and a 16, so I only got 1.
1 success?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not enough. The
So I could
radroaches
use a
are...
luck to reroll the 16.
Yep.
I spent an action point. Yeah, I got a 5. Whoa.
Yep, so that
That
gets
was-
you the
What was that? Was that a 10?
the extra successes that you needed.
Yep. So 3.
So that'll
But
generate...
I'm burning through ammo is the issue.
Correct. So how much damage?
3 damage.
3 damage?
Yeah. And I got to take off 2 ammo.
All right, and that's all of the radroaches are now off you. You have 1 swarm that is left
Okay.
close to the building.
Yeah.
Up next is Rotclaw.
I'm just gonna keep heading over towards that other concrete building.
Okay, sorry. You said you were going towards the burnt down building last time. Are you going towards just the foundation?
No, just the foundation. That's
Okay.
the direction I was heading.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll put you around about there. If you want to dash, you can get there.
Sure.
So you arrive to a concrete foundation that has a hatch that looks like it leads down.
Ooh. Okay.
Next up is HAL 9001.
Okay. Well. So there's one roach left. I say ultimate evil. And I move in next to it. Be pretty close.
You're gonna be.
Give us a cheeky measure there, DM.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. You can get within melee range of it.
All right.
If that's
Take
what
us
you're
to
going for.
melee. Yep. And I want to take both my pincers and just gouge down on it.
All right. So strength plus unarmed.
Yep. So that gives me 1 success.
1 success. Yep. So roll 2d6 damage.
And 2 damage.
2 damage. So you manage to skewer or shish kebab 2 of the rad roaches in that swarm. There's still 2 left.
Okay.
And then they go. They are going to swarm all over Abby. That they were continuing to go for. They get 1 success, so they do 3 damage. Alrighty. Top of the round, we've got Sir Dan Cadillac.
All right, I'll run back to the swarm and go for another punch.
Yep. So you get into
That's
melee range.
only
Yep.
2, so 1 success
That's enough.
and 2 ones.
2 ones. So you manage to smash and punch the last of the rad roaches.
Just
They
stomp the shit out of them.
they all die. And that is da 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 da. Elfman, if you wanna roll that out for me.
No, wait, hang on. Elfie Prince, come over here. Alright, let's try that again. Oh wait, he's muted. How do I don't know how to do this anymore.
Okay, I'll do it. It's fine.
Hang on.
Literally
There
as
we
I
go.
got to it.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. So with
Any-
that,
Not enough.
everybody gets 1 experience for the rad roaches, and I forgot to give you 1 for the feral ghouls before.
Oh, I hadn't
wow.
forgotten to ask.
So you got 2 experience so
Nice.
far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get anything.
All right. So just there, we might just take a 5-minute break or 10-minute break. What would we prefer?
Go to 10, man. People eat the 10 pretty quick.
10, be generous.
Yep. All right. Back here in 10.
See you in 10.
That gives us time for chit chat. Alright, 2 health, 2, 2. Are you audible, Nos?
Yes, I am.
Does your level is our level 1 perk active?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Once per combat, gain 2 free action points.
Yeah.
I could have used it a couple of times. Okay.
You could have used that during both of those fights.
Okay. Not that it's a
I
big
mean,
deal.
not that you guys are having a problem farming.
Yep. So gain 2. Does that literally mean every combat I can just bump our total by 2 up to 5?
Up to 5. So 5 is your max that you can have until someone chooses to take the party leader perk.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did clarify last week, so it does not require an action. You just tell me, and it doesn't matter if it's another person's turn.
Mhm.
I'm okay with you just adding those in.
Okay.
Because I want action points to be something that everybody just fucking is happy to burn.
All right.
So
Cool.
for some reason, Trish cannot edit anything on this sheet. It's also it's not loading it right. Is she using fucking Samsung internet or some shit? Is that what it is? How do I even tell what this is open in? Ah, that's probably it. How the fuck do you not have Chrome on an Android device?
I think the Samsung browser is the default one.
Yeah, no, but as in Chrome is not even on this. This is a
Nah,
brand
man.
new tablet she got today.
Well, I think if you remember with Windows, they got done for being anti-competitive by putting Internet Explorer. So there's probably a legal precedent for not pushing your own browser.
Yeah, but so they've got the other Google suites. They've got Gmail. They've got the shitty Google browser. I don't know if you ever used that. And they've got the Samsung internet browser.
Oh, you got tons of browsers.
I'm just gonna manually edit. That's fine. I'll fix that up with her later. Before it makes me angry.
You there, Gregis? You're probably mugging on your nightly nectarine, I guess.
It sounds like nectarine time.
It is nectarine time. He's bailed.
And just think, I had set up all the way through to chapter 3.
Yeah, it's alright. It's a realization when you realize how slow we can be. It's not always the case.
No, but that's the problem. Like we're gonna just accelerate out of nowhere at some point once everybody gets the hang of it, or once you stop rattling front doors.
Nah, I think you're kidding yourself.
I can live in a fantasy land, can't I?
Hmm. Well, it's 3 to 5 encounters a night, so we've had 2 encounters.
Oh, true. Yeah, okay. We've had, yeah.
Those are 2 encounters, right?
That was 2 encounters. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't thinking about it in that state.
Yeah,
That's
no. So it's pretty normal for us to have between 3 and 4 encounters. Fast groups have 5, slow groups have 3, and
Yep.
so we generally have 3 or 4 encounters a
Yep.
session.
And Gregors is losing his mind because we can drag it out to 1 encounter for an entire night.
I don't think we've done that.
Oh, I don't know. Some of the shopping nights.
I used to hate shopping episodes.
I fucking love
Now-
shopping episodes. I
Now
love
I
RP.
understand it. Yeah.
Hey Gregors, have you ever used Overture PLA? My subscription
No,
ran
I
out with
haven't.
Bamboo, so I have to start trying other brands now. Because I'm
Yeah,
not paying 35
Overture's
bucks.
alright.
You used Overture? Okay.
Yeah.
It's my first real. One of the silks I've got is a dabble into a different brand, but that was a one-off. But I can't get another membership. I can't get the prices for Good Special from Bamboo. It's basically you get 6 months after you buy one of their products, and then that's it. There's I'm
And
gonna
it
have
goes back to
to
retail.
yeah, which is like 36
Yeah.
or 38 bucks a roll, which is literally
Way
like
overpriced.
yeah, it's like a third more than anything else,
Mm.
which is in like your late 20s. Other than what Gregors pays, where he pays 40 bucks a roll in cans, but that's a problem I can't help with.
It's fine.
Oh, look, you're giving Dick Smith's Chinese shareholders or whoever owns Dick Smith now, or not Dick Smith, JCar, whoever owns JCar. You're giving their shareholders plenty of money, and that's good too. Yeah, no, so I'm going to do my first run with an Overture. The good thing about Overture is I can get it overnight from Amazon. That's really handy. Like, I ordered it on Friday night, it was
That's
here
so
on
insane
Saturday.
you can get overnight delivery.
Not just that, Gregors. I ordered it on Friday night, and it arrived at my door at 8 o'clock the next morning.
He lives in Brisbane, of course he can get overnight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy good.
Okay, I figured
Yeah.
out what the issue with inventory not picking up first aid kits.
Fill down, not no,
The-
you're missing like a dollar sign, weren't you?
No, the validation, for some reason I locked it to start on row 6 instead of row 2.
Well, that was a PEBCAC problem.
That was a complete, but it's literally, I've then perpetuated it across every single sheet, and
thousands of them.
you know what's easier than fixing it?
Hmm.
Shifting everything down so that it's...
I was going to
Nah,
suggest that. I was going to
that's
suggest that
ingenious.
mid-play.
I'm just going to add
Well, I
4
am-
rows into above.
I am a genius. Unless it shifts the formula by 4 rows, and then you're going to be crying inside.
No, the formulas are locked.
Okay. Yeah, but even if you did that in Excel, the formulas would still move with insert rows.
Hmm.
Oh, there you go. No, okay. So even though I've locked, the formulas do still fucking push down. What a son of a bitch.
It's got a lot of good reasons for that.
Yep, fair enough.
Instead of the range, you don't want it to break your range and push one out at the end. Like, that would be dog shit.
Oh, okay. I will come back and fix that. Fix item validation. I need to create ghoul necks and enemy hands. Let me get onto that.
Maybe, can you just change it to harvested hands? I know it's subtle.
I'm assuming you're going somewhere with this, so yep, sure.
I just don't want to be limited to enemies.
Fuck. You want to see my special stash? These are all of our allies that I ripped hands off.
Well, I didn't want to make a distinction. You can if you want. Like, if you want, you can create ally. You can create like friend hands, neutral hands, and
Look, I
or
don't
just
need
friend hands and foe hands.
I don't need extra hands. That's fine. Let's just make a whole
You know what?
section which is body
No,
parts.
actually, do you know what? Do you mind friend hands and foe hands? I'd like that.
Okay. Forgive me that I'm not giving them a cap value.
What about like half a HP?
For consuming the hands?
Yeah.
Nah, that'll be overpowered because I'm already up to like 6.
It's like
you can't-
stacking temp HP or something.
You can't consume him. You're a freaking robot.
I can consume whatever I want.
Have you seen
Put 'em
that
in the blender?
that scene in AI where he tries to eat the spinach?
No.
See, now I'm gonna have to find that. Anyway,
You're busy.
one time scene from AI. Okay, I'll bring that up later.
All right, crystal walls. Let's go.
Hand, friend and hand foe now exist. What was the other one? Fucking feral ghoul neck.
Yep.
Remember, you've only got 10 slots here, so you're gonna have to eat that neck. At some point.
All right, that's been added in.
A
And
small TARDIS.
You all make me sick.
And what about the first aid kit?
First aid kit, I've got to fix my validation fuck up.
Ah, okay.
And I've got to fix it en masse across everybody. So I'm gonna do that later. That's not a 30-second fix. Abby is still not back, so we might just give her a minute.
And foes. Currently.
Is everybody else back?
6.
Mhm.
Okay, Rob's back. Gregors is back. Cool.
Back.
Back. Cool. All right, so Abby
while
is
you-
just
while you
gonna
fix-
marry Annette if you want, unless we want to wait.
Yeah. While you're fixing things, the date's wrong on our character sheets. It's been bugging me so hard. You said it was 2285 and it's 2283.
I will correct that right now.
I think you've got a global for that, right?
Fixed.
I think I have to refresh. No, there it is.
No, it's
Cool.
it might take like 15 seconds or so because it's coming from a totally different workbook.
It took like 1 second. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to you, man. If you want to go, go.
Yeah, we'll go. So, Abby, Rusty, and Sedan Cadillac and HAL 9000 are now covered in bits of rad roaches, and
Nice.
Rockclaw has identified a hatch leading into the floor that he's standing on. What would you like to do?
I'll yell out to all of them. Come and look at this.
Just before that, are the red roaches salvageable for meat?
My one's sure as shit aren't.
I was thinking the two that are currently kebabbed onto the hands of HAL 9001 and...
No, I was spinning my hands. They got blended, my two.
Okay, you were spinning them? Okay. So, yes, some of them would be salvageable.
How are we doing this? Do I make a outdoors? What is it?
So,
Survival?
I would say in this case it'd be agility plus
Or are you just
outdoorsman.
giving it to us?
If you go agility and outdoorsman, tell me how many successes you get.
Okay.
Gotta give him shit, mate.
Agility 6, outdoors is 3, so I need 9. I got a 7, but I got a 20.
Okay, so not as much as you were hoping to salvage from them. You get together enough for rations for 1 unit per player.
Okay. Per player.
Per character, yeah. Yep. So
One, two,
when I
three,
divvy
four,
out
5.
rations and when I divvy out water, it's distributed amongst the group. It's not individual.
All right. Everyone can take a ration?
Yep.
And then I'll head over and join everyone else at the hatch.
Okay.
Is the video come back for everyone? I'm still gonna please stand by.
Yeah.
I've got that as well.
Apologies. Helps if I actually change the scene back over.
There we
Thank
go.
you. Let me know if that's the case. Yeah. Is anybody else
Um,
joining them?
so Cadillac, we'll have a quick look at the sort of burnt out building first, just see if there's anything worth salvaging.
Mm-hmm. If you want to give me a, well, how long do you want to spend sort of digging through this? Would be my first question.
Maybe more like sort of just glancing around at it, maybe kicking some debris out of the way. So 5 minutes.
Okay. So in which case, I'm going to say give me more so a luck plus outdoorsman.
Luck plus, so 8. 19 and a 6.
Okay, so you got 1 success. So I am going to say just pulling stuff out from underneath the boards and that type of thing. You do come across some metal plates that look like they would actually fit a Mr. Handy unit.
I was going to say you're going to need them to fix me up whenever I do something stupid.
Pop that in my backpack and walk over to the hatch.
Yep. So in which case you can add 1 times standard plating.
I'm going to ask a question. Like a backpack's a small thing and a Mr. Handy's a big thing. Can I see that he's carrying these plates?
If you're standing there while he's picking through the ruins and watching him.
No, I'm not. I'm over at the other ruins. But when he walks over to the group, are they something? Could I see if I perceive that he's got those?
They would be sticking out, yeah. Of his backpack, like the top would be open, and they'd be big enough to.
Okay.
To be able to spot, yes.
I did succeed on a perception for what it's worth. And I say, are you clothing my wife? Are you going to be my wife? Dress ups. You have awfully nice hands there, Sir Dan. Wink.
Tell you what, little robot, you wearing your cape round here, we'll get you a pretty little thing. Maybe a toaster.
Yee-haw, Sir Dan Cadillac. Yee-haw.
Them's good people, Aces. So, we found us a hat?
Yes. So, the rest of the building that was standing here appears to have been taken away. So you see char marks where stuff has been burnt down, but you don't have any debris around you. There's a hatch leading down into the floor.
Can we open the hatch?
Yep, so you open it up, you see there is a set of stairs leading down underground into a basement.
Can I hear anything?
Give me a, we'll say perception and outdoorsman.
6 and a 15. Perception 6.
Yep, so you got 1 success. You hear the sounds, it's like there's a camp stove, a gas stove. And you hear something bubbling. but
Okay.
you don't hear anything that sounds like creatures or people.
All right. I'll just start walking down the stairs with my rifle drawn.
You get to the bottom of the stairs. There is a mattress laid out on the floor. There's a small portable camp stove. And there's a few pots and pans that have been laid out on the ground around it. And there is food still cooking on this stove. It looks like whoever was here has left just before the trucks arrived.
Maybe the red roaches were eating down here.
Is there any other rooms associated with this?
It is just the one.
Okay. Can we? Is it food salvageable?
Yep. So the food actually smells really good. You can have 4 rations per player.
4.
Oh.
So it's a
Wow.
big pot. It's like a stew.
So, quick question with perks. I've got the can-do perk. Does that mean I get 6
You
rations?
personally get 6 rations, yes.
Nice.
Can I search the room for anything else?
What should we do here?
I
Let's
just want to destroy the
like
room and
just
make sure there's nothing left.
completely toss the place. Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna assist by spinning around, flailing my arms to trash this place. I want to tear this. I listened to what he said,
Okay.
and I want to tear this place up.
In which case, we will do it as a. This is a strange one, but we're going to go strength plus outdoorsman
Okay.
because you're searching this room with extreme prejudice.
Yep.
And Hal, you can roll a single d20 on your own as well to assist.
I got a 3 and a 10, and my strength is 10. So 2 success.
Okay. So what you find as you're tearing this place apart, you lift up the mattress, you toss that, you chuck around the pots and pans, you start ripping bits off the walls, and you find this little pocket where one of the bricks had been pulled away and something had been stashed inside. You bypass that by ripping the bricks off the walls completely. And you found a cap stash that had 100 caps in it.
Nice.
Alrighty. Apart from that, you've the food that was on the stove and the caps. There's literally nothing else that you can rip apart because after you're pulling back the bricks, you've got earth coming in.
So there's nothing to tell me who was here.
There's nothing that's really standing out. All you've got is a mattress that somebody was sleeping in, and just the few bits and pieces. So it looks like a scavenger of some sort.
Logic would dictate that the ghouls were having sex with the roaches here.
Some kind of freaky mutant den. And with that, that is all of the areas cleared. You can report back to Captain Lewis.
A brown nose instantly.
Alright, so HAL 9000. Beeline's back before anybody else can get there.
I'm really excited. I stand in front of him because I'm not a disrespectful soldier.
Apologies. There you go.
Reporting area cleared, sir.
The Major and the Colonel nod and step off to the side, continuing to talk, leaving you with the Captain. And he says that's excellent news. We need to start getting this place up to scratch. So if you can talk to our construction
Commence
squad.
scratching, and I walk away immediately and start scratching at the floor, the walls, whatever. I don't need to be told twice.
Scratching anything in particular?
I
Front
think just
wall
for
of the-
purpose of moving along, I'll scratch that building, the grey building. It's
Ugh.
closest.
And I just realized I put them on backwards, but anyway, that's fine.
Yeah, the building where the two people are in there. I want to scratch that one,
Okay.
not the one I'm at there. The grey building. Yeah, the grey like floor. Yeah, I want to scratch that one. Thank
Yep.
you. All right. That's me done.
And you see Gavin and Heidi,
Mm.
who you were introduced to in the write-up. It took the better part of a fortnight to get this far through such a wasteland. And they sing out, and Gavin's just really frustrated, and he's like, "Have you cleared this yet? Can we get started, please?"
Yep, all clear.
I am a linear robot. Scratching continues.
All right, good. Who's the lead settler here?
That would be Abby.
That would be me.
Are you coming over?
Yes.
And as soon as you come over, he shoves a clipboard in your face. And he says, "All right, we need to decide what we're getting started on." And with that, you can take a look at the form that he's put in your face.
Paperwork. Mm. These people sign like children.
So he says, "We need to know what we're building. All I care about is that the lead settler has to be the one to sign off. We'll build it, you figure it out." So what you have the option of at this point is you can talk it through as a group, but the lead settler is the one who decides. You can either create housing, which will be extra for the settlers, which is you guys, plus housing for the construction crew and any new settlers that are gained and brought through. If you would prefer, you can choose to improve the defenses, have some walls built around the settlement. You can have the barracks built, which is the housing for the soldiers. You can choose to expand the hospital. Currently, Dr. Bourne is going to be using the empty tent as a hospital temporarily.
Very hygienic.
Alternatively, you could prioritize building the bar to improve morale around the place. Now, once those are built, they then allow you during downtime to be able to train up one of your skills. So that's something that we'll cover a little bit later. What we need now is a decision on what you would like to build.
What are you guys thinking?
Thinking improved defenses and then housing.
Housing. I'm all about repair.
If you've already got good repair, suppose you can level it up a little bit more, can't you?
But
So
then there's the bar, seems kind of handy. Speech and barter.
Hospital, because do any of us actually have good medical?
Nah.
That's sort of what I'd be looking at.
That's definitely a gap we've got.
I definitely agree with improved defenses.
Improved defenses. Improved defenses. We are defending. Only factor.
Okay. How many for housing? Don't all put your hands up at once, guys.
0.
How many for defences?
Yay.
How many for barracks? Hospital? Bar? Defences it is.
Yeah.
Winner.
Gavin says, excellent, we'll get right to it. Alright, I've got things to do, and he moves off immediately to get started. Heidi hangs around for a second. She's a little bit more friendly than her brother.
Old Heidi hangout.
Old Heidi. So she's standing there looking at this group of dilapidated buildings and not even shacks at this point. And she says, well, we're going to have to come up with a name for this here place. What do you want to call this place?
Heidi hangout.
Hell on earth.
HAL 9002.
Abby's Fortress.
Bit on the nose, ain't it?
What'd she say to me?
It's a bit on the nose. Not exactly subtle.
You want to say that again?
It's not subtle. Are you deaf?
We
you
could
see my
call it-
knife?
we could call it Abby's
definitely
secret NCR base.
Did you see it split a ghoul in half?
Yeah, that was actually pretty intimidating.
I gotta think about that. This is Abby's land now.
I asked my AI assistant. It suggested Abby's Giggles Galaxy. It has a playful and fun vibe that suggests it's a place where laughter and joy are abundant. Sir,
Rusty, you got any input?
Not at all.
Is there
This
any
is this is in Portland, yeah?
Yep.
Is there any sort of like nearby landmarks?
Near to where you are here, you've got the only landmark would be Milton Hospital. Not particularly interesting. Abby's Chuckle Hut.
Abbeyford?
Abbeyford?
Abby's Point?
to Abby's point. Ring.
I do have a pointy knife. Makes
Mm.
sense.
And Heidi
I mean,
says
I
this
reckon this
is
place pretty defensive.
this is something that the lead settler needs to decide on. So
I think Abby's point is like it's kind of it gets what do you call it? Like it's a nice sort of I forget the word for it, but it's got a good undertone of stabbing.
Really gets the point across, I find.
Hmm.
all right, Abby.
I mean,
What do you think we should make this? You agree with the others?
drum roll.
Trish just finally read you the two that you put in Discord.
Look, let's go with the Chuckle Hut.
Yeah, baby.
We'll have some chuckle and it'll be great. Some chuckle resin?
I was so looking forward to this. I went, what are you fuckers gonna come up with? And Heidi goes, Abby's Chuckle Hut. I can see how this fits. I'll get on something for that.
I can
So
see Greg is just hating on this with every cannon bone on his body.
I did my own generations, and I'm like, if you guys didn't come up with your own, straight away, I would have given a few examples. There was Misery, Blighttown, The Dumps. I liked some of those. And she notes down on her clipboard. She's like, Abby's Chuckle Hut. Abby's Chuckle Hut. Yep. I can do something with that. And she heads off to get to work. The doctor did want to see you as well. So he's just moved over to the empty tent.
As in all of us or me?
Somebody from the group.
I
Sorry,
am a
gotta
medical.
disappear for 10 minutes.
I am a medical professional, and I slowly move over. So if anyone wanted to overtake me, they could. But otherwise, I'm drifting over, and Mr. Handy style.
Don't anybody jump in right now.
Okay, who's going?
So that was HAL 9001 was going to talk to the doctor. Was anybody joining?
Why not?
Doctor.
I'll go.
You have nice hands.
You're the settlers, yes? That's yes, I'm Dr. Bourne. We came up on different trucks. And he's looking at the two of you, going, there's probably not much I can do for either of you, but anybody else in the group, if they might need some assistance, I can help out in healing before you head out. The colonel did want to talk to you about something. Send the rest of your group over, and I'll get everybody seen to straight away.
Request denied and understood, and I just float sort of about 10 meters away or 10 feet away or whatever, and just hovering because I'm waiting for further inputs. So if you could just move me like onto the center grey area.
Center grey area? Sure.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna hover there.
The center of the center grey area?
Makes sense.
Alright, with that, the Colonel and the Major have finished speaking. The Colonel looks around at all of you scattered all over the place, and he signals for everybody to come straight away.
We head over.
I guess I'll go.
As I'm walking over, I turn to the person next to me and goes, "We don't get paid for this shit."
I think that would have been Sir Dan.
I stroll over, puffing on my vape.
Which,
Been dying to know what flavor it is.
that's a good question.
Watermelon Twizzler.
Fair enough.
Watermelon Twizzler.
It helps. It helps my RP to know.
Alright, I'll get
Well, if
that
it was
fixed
like
up in the description, it's fine.
Well, I mean, it's very different to like watermelon, like Nigerian backyard tobacco versus watermelon Twizzler. Like, it does set a different air of the person.
It's a very futuristic type. Like, you know, it's been through a lot of trials and testing, and it's like all the nicotine, but none of the side effects. Can huff all I like.
Very good. Just like current day.
God, you are Zenithal Mark II, aren't you? The Colonel looks up as you're vaping, blowing smoke all over the group, and he
They're called
is
fat
not
clouds.
impressed.
Ripping some fat
How would he
cloud.
not be impressed? It smells nice.
Yeah.
He's now attracted to me.
And he says, yeah, look, we need you civilians to get to work when you can. First
My breath.
priority.
That's all we fucking do.
First priority is food and water. We need to start a farm here for a steady source of food, which means that you're tasked with finding seeds, fertilizer, lime, anything that can help us out. If you can find some locals that know what grows here, that would assist as well. The other one that we need is clean water. Now, that one's going to be a bit harder to come by. We've got the creek just down the back.
Dawson's Creek?
I don't think it's Dawson's Creek. I'll double check the maps.
It's Abby's Creek.
This one's going to be
Well, actually,
scrubbed
that's the
out on the
point.
map.
We should be able to name any feature because we're discovering it, kind of.
People do live here.
It's not Captain Cook, it's Abby's Cook.
It takes like at least 2,000 years for people to respect what the locals want. So we could name it whatever we want
Whatever
for a
the
while.
fuck you want. Yep, okay. Alright. So that's the landmark that you'll look for when you're coming back to this place. Follow Abby's Creek and you'll make it back to Abby's Chuckle Hut. It's right after Abby's Point, but before Abby's giant pile of trash.
We gotta have some fun with this.
And the Colonel goes, yes, there's a northeast of here, near the Columbia River, there is a large water treatment plant.
Well,
Now-
that'll be split.
It's probably going to be Abby's claim after this. He says it is a known raider hotspot, so
No, well, fuck
will
that.
need to be cleared so that we can route water here. And he sighs and he says, look, who knows if we can even fix up the place to a working standard, depending on how much of the infrastructure was destroyed. But we've already dispatched one of our scouts. They'll meet you there in about a day. The main thing to remember, if you're encountering NCR patrols or any NCR personnel in the area, you can identify them by calling out thunder, and the countersign is flash. And it may save your lives, so take heed.
I saw that in a historical movie.
Well,
I thought it was freeze and then bang.
and he just scowls and walks away. The major sticking right by him, not wanting anything to do with you guys.
Hey, high performers are high maintenance. That's what I tell my boss every day.
Oh,
Cool.
and that ends your first day.
Mm.
You have liberated your future home. Settlement is going to start getting patched up and built up to a standard that you want.
Mhm.
You've requested that the defences are worked on first, which means that the construction teams will be prioritizing sourcing concrete, barbed wire, things along those lines to really fortify this area. And that will be done hopefully within the next couple of weeks. So with that, that ends our first session, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate.
That's fun.
Awesome. Thank you.
If you haven't seen in our chat, Rob, all of this shit is scratch built.
Damn.
Other than the minis that are printed, everything else is like handmade.
I know you guys been talking about it for a while, but yeah, really impressive to see.
So that's the bottom of a cake container from Coles.
Fair.
I can see that, yeah. I'm the cherry on top.
Yeah. And apologies, you can all have one experience for successfully
Yeah.
liberating the settlement. So
There
you
you
should
go.
be up to 3.
Cool.
Three. All right, we're farming. Let's go. I do love that this is 3 times slower than what you expected us to go. It's about right for what I would have expected.
3 times slower, try so this had 3 encounters built in. Which means that it's 6 times slower than what I expected.
Is it just me, or did
Are we
did
finished?
that shed just changed?
I put the back on the front and the front on the back. The problem is
Maybe
the front
may have
fell
had
off.
a lot to drink, and the front fell off. What was it made of? Tin? No, wood.
Fucking
Paper, plastic.
Abby's Chuckle Hut, you bastards. You guys aren't going to be settlers, you're going to be fucking conquerors. It's great.
That's no ChatGPT 4, man. It's got humor. Humor is online.
Oh, I love it.
Cool.
Thank you very much, guys. I will now fix all the things that I fucked up. So I'll correct it so that we can put a first aid kit in. Harvested hands.
Yeah, they're sorted.
Okay. Hopefully Abby has Google Chrome working so she can actually edit a goddamn thing on the sheet, so
That's so random.
she had
So
it
what
open
can
in the
you-
Samsung browser. It was basically read-only,
Yeah, right.
so it couldn't even comprehend that there were cells there.
Mm. Should we had edited it even in Edge, so it's like a really that's a real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that say about Samsung?
No, they custom made their own. Everyone wants to make their own browser.
Yeah. And what's that say about Edge? It's actually decent.
It runs on Chrome. So why not just use Chrome?
That's not a reason.
Ah, you
Okay.
say so.
So that actually worked pretty well because I went physical printed out stat blocks for mobs. That
Okay.
actually worked well for me. I'm happy with that.
So you're using the actual Fallout 2D20, or you're making your
Oh
own?
no, fuck no. They're all homebrewed.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you can't metagame this, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
How hard is it very hard to move the camera down and have a look at like a close up of all the minis standing there? Because it's just on the clamp, right? Clip.
Sorry?
Is it easy to move the camera down closer just to have a look at the minis at the end of the night here, or is it like
No. It's
tangled
really
up
not.
fuck? Okay.
It's
Never mind.
gorilla gripped onto the dowel, and it's hanging on for dear life. So
Okay.
no, it's
good.
not easy to move.
Okay, that's all right.
However, I can bring any minis up that you want to take a look at.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Cool.
I got a dip though. I'll catch you guys next week.
All right. See you, man.
Yep. See you,
See
Sam.
you, Rob.
Thank you, Rob. Have a good night.
I'm gonna head off as well. Feeling a bit tired.
Oh yeah, I'm worked.
Um,
I'm gonna go die.
That was awesome. Thanks, Nos.
Thanks, Noff.
I'm
And
glad
love
you're
the
happy,
lazy
Gregor.
Susan.
Look, it's literally just for the settlement. Everything else is static and
Oh,
larger.
oh,
But
okay.
yeah, I just liked it. I just want you to be able to get a view of it.
Yeah, cool. All right, see yous.
See ya.
The thing I enjoyed most was hearing Trish laugh at my jokes because I usually can't hear her normally, so I got the
Well,
ambient.
she's sitting right next to me because that makes her happy because then she can actually see the scene and
Yeah. Nah, that's
everything
cool.
that's going on.
Cool. Nah, physical it's fun. It's yeah, no, in person's fun. That's just us. Oh, assuming Trish has done the runner that she classically does.
The fully bail, yeah.
The fully bail with the Discord still connected. All right, cool. Well, I'm happy for a debrief. Pretty good. Oh god, what's not really good is that print that just started. Ugh. It's gonna be a stop. Ugh. Gross. All right, looks like I'll have to sand my base again. Sand my face. Sand my face.
Sand my face again?
Yeah. No, that was alright.
I think that worked okay. Does that communicate well, like the distances. I've tried to make it so that they show up nice and clear on.
No, that's awesome. The sticks you've got, man.
Yeah, because that's essentially
I like
what
that.
what Wasteland Warfare does.
Mm.
No,
that felt quite intuitive. I'll grab that set of numbers for you. That'll help. I never realised it until I played Gregor's campaign how handy the numbers are.
Sorry, how handy the numbers are.
Oh, that might have oops,
Sorry, I got like the
that
end
might have
half
cut out,
of something there.
Yeah, sorry. I was going to say I didn't appreciate till we were running Gregor's campaigns how handy it is to have the numbers or letters for the mobs.
Yeah. I was having to. I only had
yeah.
4 mobs in each of those, and I was having to remember which one's A, which one's B, or which one's 1,
Yeah.
which one's 2.
In
And
my
I'm like,
campaign, in my campaign originally, I just made it up if I forgot. I was like, whatever, it doesn't actually matter. But
yeah, it's one of those. It's tricky, but
no, you don't remember. So that's that'll be fine. Got it set here. It's hilarious. Like you're talking about, custom making. It took me 20 minutes to make them. It's disgusting for like the little thin ones. I'm currently scheduled to be up there next weekend because like I just mistook my folks were down, so I'll run them up next week.
yeah, that's cool.
Um,
The action points worked well. I didn't have to make anybody unconscious.
man,
So
we
that was
farmed
good.
them so hard.
And it all comes down to it should be a slower ramp up to that, because the way the game's designed originally is that you're not supposed to have access to skill level 6. You're not supposed to be able to have starting skills above level 3.
Yes.
So it means that the max that you can have is a target number of 13 at level 1.
Yeah.
Whereas you guys have got a target number of 16 for some of you at level 1.
Disgusting.
And it means that you're much more likely to roll below your tag skills if you're attacking with your tagged weapons.
Yeah, it also incentivized us to I think put more points into single skills, which has actually made our builds a lot more polarizing.
The thing to keep in mind is that aside from perks, you're only going to get 10 more points total. Because you're going to level up 10 to level 10. And
do you get 1 per level? Other
you
than
get
stuff like your custom shit where like we study for a off session or whatever.
yeah, that's why I've added in those bits and pieces, so downtime to be able to train extra things in skills. Which
fun.
the thing is, you won't see the results of that for a few sessions at this rate. But
you can stop the broadcast now too. That's the other one.
oh shit! So I still